So we're joined here by student athletes Tia Scott and Peyton Oliver and head coach Nancy Samara. Coach, if you can start with an opening statement and your thoughts on today's match.
Hey, we gave ourselves an opportunity to win that. I mean, we came out strong, took that first set, playing really well, and, then, I don't know, Bowdoin made some adjustments mainly. They subbed in number 2, which really kind of helped solidify their offense a little bit, and, but 25, we had an opportunity to tie it up at the end of, the end of that fourth set to make it 24-24, and just very proud and of how this team came together at the end of the season. And we were the 3 seed in our conference tournament, and we upset the 2 on the road and the 1 on the road, and almost upset the number 2. I mean, not almost, but gave ourselves an opportunity to possibly win this match. So just really happy with how we competed and played.
And then for the student athletes, that fourth set, things weren't looking great there for a little bit. Then you got to 19-17. Then you got to 24-23. Like, what was that like to, really, gain an awful lot of momentum?
Yeah, I'll start. It was a complete change in our whole team, on the bench, on the court, and personally, it just felt like there was a switch on the court. And suddenly our mindsets were like, all right, we are back in this, because a rut like that sometimes can really separate a team. And I just think that was like proof of us getting it back together, coming back together, and just pushing through like we can.
And this season, I think that we found ourselves in many occasions where we've had maybe like a 6-point, 7-point deficit, and we kind of like take a moment and all look around the court and like just know that we could trust our teammates, and no matter what the situation is, like, it's not impossible until the scoreboard says 25. So I think that's what really happened. We just kind of all calmed down a little bit. We were a little bit all frantic, but I think looking around and just like kind of resetting ourselves and seeing like our teammates on the court, we were like, this isn't over. So we just kind of knew that if we've done it the multiple times in the past, that we've come back from even 10 points in the GNAC championship game, like 6 points, 7 points, like, it's not impossible at all for us. So.
And then, starting for the student athletes here, what are you most proud of with this year's team?
So I'm a senior, and this team is a brand new team. If you look at who we have 5 seniors, and out of those seniors, we were with a tough team. So it was brand new for a lot of us and an entire team because of COVID. So I think the proudest thing is how we responded to adversity and how every single person did that, like, personally, because there were so many lineups. If you look back at our games, we have had so many different lineups, but we were just a team that could make it work. And that was probably my proudest team, because I think that's an asset that not every team has.
I think that, along with the fact that how like successful and kind of like on the whim we performed after a COVID year, I think I'm most proud of the fact that we've had so many times where we kind of were underestimated, or not even underestimated, but we were in a position that we knew we deserved to be higher. Like, we were the 3 seed going into GNAC and 7 seed here, and I think that I'm just really proud that letting that 3 seed, knowing the history of Johnson Meadows volleyball, like that 3 seed like didn't mess us up at all. Like, we came in and took out 2 and we took out 1. And then we came in here and we really tested the 2nd seed as the 7th. So I think that not letting the numbers and the just everything that kind of comes out about the teams for the tournaments really get in our head about any of that, because we just know our potential. So.
And Coach, what are you most proud of with this group?
Yeah, I think I said it earlier, that, and Tia touched on it too. We had 10 players on this roster who had never played a college volleyball season before, on a roster of 16. So, the group of seniors who didn't really have prominent roles on the team in 2019. So when Tia says it was a brand new team, like, she's not kidding. It was a brand new team. And she's also not kidding that we had many different lineups, and oftentimes it would be a different lineup every set. And I think in the end, that ended up making us a lot stronger, because there was a lot of versatility. I could just switch block and move people around, and it didn't freak anybody out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes a team gets set in a starting lineup and they get comfortable, and there is some value to that. And I really wanted to get to that at some point in the season so that we could then, but it was just such a competitively immature team at times at the beginning of the season that there wasn't the consistency that would be necessary that would say, okay, you're the starter. So it ended up making our practice gym, incredibly competitive because there was not a starting lineup. It's, okay, who looked good yesterday? All right, now we're playing tomorrow, so you're gonna start. And it, you know, it did kind of help. It helped things out.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and congratulations on a great season.
All right,
Thank you.